Hey YouTube, Phil and Florence. Tag, you're it. Have you ever heard that when you were growing up? Well, guess what? I've been tagged. Dave over at DaBomb Smokes tagged me to do the rib candy rib challenge or tag. I thought I'd try to do that today, and what I've got for you is some spare ribs, pork spare ribs, Smithfield, straight from Sam's. Also coming up in today's cook, we're going to be featuring one of Janet's sides. What do you call that stuff?
Pimento corn pudding.
Pimento corn pudding. It's hard to remember. I'm going to do these ribs a way that may be blasphemy and sacrilege to the cooking world. What we have going in the Deep South right now for the past few weeks is the HW factor. You say, what is HW factor? It's hanging water. When you step outside, the water's hanging in the air and it hangs on you. And when you just stand there, you start dripping water. So to make this a fast cook, we're going to show you what hot and fast is. We're going to cook these fast because I'm not hanging around no hot cooker for hours, you know, the 4 and 5 and 6 hour stuff. Not out there. It's rough. Any of y'all in the South, you know what I'm talking about. How am I going to do that in the fall? I'm going to use the S&S method. Steam and sear. After we get them out of the steam bath, we're going to take them out, put them on that grate, and we're going to sear them and sauce them. Since this is rib candy, I've also got to make some kind of candy sauce. So I've got some ideas for that. It's going to be an interesting sauce. I'm primarily majoring on the sweetness. So you stand by, and I'm going to get these ribs cleaned up. We're going to go with a little St. Louis cut, and I'm going to trim the ribs up where we'll have a little side trimming for the pitmaster. Alright, we're getting ready to go outside and get that cooker ready. We're going to be using the Santa Maria grill attachment on top of the Weber Smoky Mountain bottom, burning some oak wood. This is either going to be a success or a crash and burn, and you're going to go along with me to see what happens. Put a whole chimney of charcoal in here, Kingsford Blue, on top of some spent charcoal. Wake it back. Just spread it around. Let that down a little bit. 2 racks of ribs in the center. And I'm just going to lay these pieces out that I cut off of the ribs. Okay, I'm going to lower this thing down some. Right about there. Let's see how that works out for a little bit. Yeah, there's some good heat coming off there. Okay, I'm going to start my timer. start one for the ribs. They claim it takes about 30 minutes, where we used to do chicken in 30 minutes, 35 minutes or so, in the fall, setting up that steam. And then when you take it up, you sauce it down, put it back on, and sear it. So we'll see how it goes. I'll be back. All right, guys, we're gonna throw this sauce together. Put about a half a cup of brown sugar, red pepper jelly. This is about a half a cup of that. All right, this is Frank's Red Hot Sweet Chili Sauce. Gonna go with about a half a cup of that. This is good stuff right here. That goes good in about anything. Honey. Gonna go with half a cup of honey. Makes a mess, but it's good. Maple syrup. I want the sweet and spicy, we're gonna have it. All right, this is tiger sauce. I think I'm gonna put the half a cup down and go with the tablespoon. A tablespoon of that one, and a couple tablespoons of Texas Pete. Matter of fact, let's just put the rest of that, about 3 tablespoons of that. Here's that Amazin mango sauce. Sounded good. I'm gonna put a couple tablespoons of that. Tablespoon of the rub GQue barbecue. There we go. I'm gonna go with half a cup of orange sauce, or a quarter cup. Then I'm gonna go with a little bit of the barbecue sauce. I'm gonna finish this up actually. There was probably about a little over a tablespoon in there. Just sweet and spicy. I'm gonna put a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of black pepper, a little squirt of ketchup, about a tablespoon. This is a put together sauce, squirt of mustard. And last but not least, about a quarter cup of apple cider vinegar. Yeah. Oh yeah, time this cooks down a little bit, it's gonna be good. With all that sweetness and spicy. See what we got. Boy, that's sweet right there. And I'm getting a little back end heat. I think it's perfect. I think it'll be perfect on those ribs. Meet you outside. Yeah, I've started a wood fire now. They've been cooking on top of charcoal in the fall. They've been on there 59 minutes. That's probably too long. I need to get them off. Ooh, I can feel the soft juiciness. All right, let me show you what I got. Okay, here's my sauce, rib candy sauce that we're gonna mop on. It's good too. It's sweet, rib candy sweet, and spicy. That's gonna be good. This meat is cooked, no doubt about it. Okay, I'll have to sauce the other side in on the grill. Oh, I can smell it already. It smells like the fair. I've turned one over. I'm going to turn this other one over so I can get sauce on the other side. It is hot and humid and I'm sweating up a storm. You can't see me in my face, but standing over this fire pit, whew, I got to really watch it and burn. So that's the good thing about having the windlass on the Santa Maria grill. You can wind it back up some if you need to. Bring them back over on the meat side again. Oh yeah, they're starting to be pretty now. Oh yeah. About 5 more minutes should do it. See you inside.
Hey guys, I'm back. I'm so glad to be back and share a side with you today that I got from my good friend Deb in Atlanta. She recently prepared this dish for us and I loved it, and I said I've got to get the recipe for this and share it with y'all.
What's the name of it?
And the name of it is Pimento corn pudding.
Okay.
And I'm preheating the oven to 350. It just went off. And what we're going to do here is we'll have all the ingredients and measurements for you, but I'm using 1 pint of the frozen corn, and but you can do fresh corn and take 8 ears of fresh corn and take it off the cob yourself and scrape the cob and get all that good milk and juice from it and use in that recipe. We'll be using 4 tablespoons of butter, and I've already melted that in the oven for time's sake, and you just want to coat the sides of your casserole dish with it and then pour the rest of it in the mixture once I get to that point. And I did that in the warming oven, and it was at 350, and we're going to lightly beat together 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, and a cup of milk. And we're going to whisk all that together. Okay, and now I'm going to make a pimento paste. This is 4 ounces of diced pimentos, and you drain it very well. And then I'm going to add approximately 2 teaspoons of fresh garlic. So I've got about 3 cloves here. And we're just going to blend that. All of this pimento out. Okay. Stir all that together until it's blended. And then we're going to add the corn to this mixture. Stir and blend all that together. And then we're going to pour the rest of the melted butter that was in the casserole dish that I had warmed in the oven previously in this. And now we're going to put this in the prepared casserole dish. We're going to put it in the oven for 30 minutes. And you know, bake it till the custard is firm. Okay, and we'll see how that turns out in about 30 minutes.
Okay, I told you I'd meet you inside. Well, we're inside. Take a look at these ribs. Let's go down and cut. I see the direction of the ribs. I'm going to go right here in the middle. Check that out. These are spare ribs, St. Louis style. You saw me trim them back. You saw what I put in the sauce, and you saw the rubs that I used. Okay, let's try one of them out. That looks pretty dang good. Hey, that's not bad, is it? For a S&S type rib. Steam and sear. Let's go in for it. Ooh. Tender. Sweet. Well, this was a rib candy challenge, right? It's supposed to be sweet. Let's take another one. And another one. Oh man. And you can taste the pork. Oh, it's got a little kick on the end. That the hot sauces I used along with the sweet stuff. It's not over spicy, but it's just right. Well, that concludes my rib candy tag cook. And I want to give a shout out to Dave at DaBomb Smokes. Y'all go over there and check out Dave. He's a young channel and he's doing real good. And he's the one that tagged me in this. And go check out Kirby's FishnGrill. I believe he started this challenge. So go check those two channels out. All right, there's my ribs. How you like that? Those are the S&S ribs. Steam and sear. 1 hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes tops. Butter beans.
And this is corn pudding. I actually cooked it longer than 30 minutes. I cooked it 40 minutes so it would be set with the custard. So I think that's probably a difference in ovens temperature. So.
All right, I'm looking forward to that. That's the first time in this house.
I think it turned out pretty good. And we have here green rice, and this has broccoli and onions and cheese in it. And so we cooked that for about an hour.
All right, sounds good. Some nice yeast rolls.
Right.
Those were some S&S ribs. Were they good? He liked them. What did you think, Annette?
They were wonderful.
How about that? How about it, Jiff?
Oh, they were good and they were tender. They were so good. I loved them.
So there's more than one way to do ribs, right?
Right. And that's the quick way, but it's a good way.
Yep. There's your 1 hour ribs, folks, and they are good. Maybe 1 hour and 15 minutes. So if you need to do ribs fast or you don't have enough time, that's one way you can do them and have good ribs. You saw them. All right, he's trying to eat the plate. Go get you some more, son. All right, I told y'all in the beginning this was either going to be a success or going to be a train wreck, and I'd take you along. Well, it was a success. So I just wanted to close with that thought. And here's the proof. It's gone. Okay. Cut.
Okay. Bye.